adventure, sports, outdoors. With host Harry Canterbury.
There I was, back in the wild again, and I felt right at home where I belong. I had that feeling coming over me again, just like it happened so many times before. Yeah.
Pat Sullivan with Adventure Sports Outdoors. It's my favorite time of the year, fall. A couple of things happen. Yeah, the leaves are leaving us and falling, but we always cover the Goodwill Award ceremony. We're so honored that Goodwill named the Patriot Award after our good friend Harry Canterbury, the Harry Canterbury Goodwill Patriot Award. It meant so much to the family and the viewers that follows Harry for the years, and the guy just worked with the veterans. He could get more out of the veterans of what they did and just get a release for them. I saw him talk to some World War II veterans one time when we were filming up in Iowa, and there was a lot of good veterans up there. He got more out of them, their family said, than any doctor or anybody could say. We're very proud of this award. We'll have that on for you. Also, the Goodwill Stand Down. This is where they collect items to give to the veteran homeless. Everybody needs help. They help the veterans with clothing, with personal products, with housing, with just food. They really do a great job. Goodwill, Don Johnson and his crew are unbelievable with the veterans. They have a Goodwill home, I know that. They need things for it, so every once in a while we'll get together and try to collect those things for them. So stay tuned for a good show.
Adventure Sports Outdoors is brought to you in part by Corsall Lumber, manufacturers of quality hardwood products, buyers of standing timber in Smithfield. Kelleher's Irish Pub and Eatery, located on Peoria's riverfront, open 11 a.m. daily. Goodwill, supporting our veterans with job placement assistance, health, housing, and resource referrals. And the General Wayne A. Downing Home for Veterans, all because you shop and donate. Our thanks to all of these sponsors.
I'm Billy Canterbury with Adventure Sports Outdoors. I am honored and pleased for the Goodwill Patriot Award to be named after my father, Harry Lee Canterbury, who himself was one of the greatest patriots I've ever known. He was very proud of me for being a Marine veteran, and I could never be more proud of him for doing what he did. This award ceremony was earlier this month. Let's go there right now.
Hi, I'm Andy Bugas with Adventure Sports Outdoors TV. We're here tonight at the annual Patriot Award ceremony that is presented by our good friends here at Goodwill. Tonight we celebrate our veterans, our active military, as well as anybody who supports them. So today we got a great show planned for you. There's a lot of great awards that they'll be giving away, so stay tuned.
Welcome. We have some really great award winners tonight. This is the 14th annual Patriot Weekend. This is actually called the Reception of Honor. Saturday, we call it Stand Down, but 14th annual. But I think, too, another great class of award winners that we have. So Goodwill does this every day for veterans. You know, through our Veteran Support Services program, we assist men and women who are finding employment as well as either providing or connecting them to all services that they need. We've been doing this for several years. Goodwill, as you know, is the only Goodwill in the United States that actually owns and operates the General Wayne A. Downing Home for Veterans. There's no other Goodwill that owns and operates a veterans home, so it's something that we're very proud of, and I know keeps Logan back here, who runs home, on his toes. It's a place where male veterans get a second chance. It's a place of holistic support and a place for our veterans to call home.
This award recipient is a Navy veteran who has been described as dedicated, hardworking, and passionate. He's a doer and a deal closer. who uses these skills in the name of his fellow veterans. The winner of the 2022 Veteran Patriot Award is Mike Brooks. Mike? Congratulations.
The Patty Fox Citizen Patriot Award is named after former Goodwill CEO Patty Fox. If it wasn't for Patty, none of us would be here. It honors a civilian who brings awareness to the needs and issues faced by our veterans. This person's goal is to improve the care and public support of these men and women. This year's recipient holds the distinction of being a volunteer. He's attended all 14, including this Saturday, stand downs, and the stories he has to share about that's amazing. John, we weren't going to put these hats on. Maybe I'll put this hat on and present it for Mike. John, if I planned that, you wouldn't have done it. He makes sure that our veterans are taken care of in times of flood, tornado, water damage. He's a true advocate for veterans no matter where he goes. He's been a friend of mine for 20 plus years and is really a good spokesman for veterans and the needs they want. The winner of this year's Patty Fox Citizen Patriot Award is Steve Driscoll. And you can tell Steve works for Now Blue Sky. Steve, come on up.
Next, we present the Business or Association Patriot Award. The Business or Association Patriot Award recognizes an organization that has gone above and beyond their support of our veterans, active members of the Guard, and reserve and active duty military personnel. This year, 2 awards have been renamed in honor of 2 outstanding individuals. The first award to be renamed is the Harry L. Canterbury Business or Association Patriot Award. We lost Harry this year, but if you knew him, you will never forget him. He was a great supporter of Goodwill's veteran services and especially of our veterans. Through his TV show on WTVP, Adventure Sports Outdoors, he featured Goodwill's Veterans Home and spotlighted many of the veteran services that Goodwill provides. But beyond that, he had a love for the brave men and women who gave their all to ensure our freedom. We've invited Harry's friend Dave Hershelman to talk about Harry and his commitment to our veterans. Dave?
Thank you for the opportunity. As stated, Harry passed away in March of this year, and his lovely wife Kathy passed away in September. So we mourn the loss of those 2 individuals. So thank you for allowing me to honor Harry with this award. I met Harry in the early 90s. I was an employee of GMAC. He was a sales manager at Friendly Chevrolet. We met from a business relationship and hit it off as outdoorsmen. So we became friends and cohorts over the years since then. Both he and his wife were dear friends. Harry had friends in Central Illinois, the state of Illinois, the United States, and all over the world. But I considered Harry my best friend, so I miss him dearly. Harry was very active in veteran causes, and I distinctly remember assisting with him down at the Legion in Tremont, Illinois, where he was instrumental in acquiring money through a giant get-together to provide satellite phones for the servicemen that were serving in Afghanistan, of which his son Billy was active on that tour of duty. So I remember that. He was also active in getting a howitzer for that Legion post. Where's the howitzer? So Harry got involved and he got it handled one way or the other. So he was very active and very dedicated to the soldiers. We were kind of amateur historians, and we spent a lot of time Civil War battlefields, cemeteries, enjoyed that type of thing, but Harry, that was his mainstay. And I want to tell you one story that Harry did personally with me. I was visiting him down at his farm south of Astoria, Illinois, and he took me up one morning to visit a veteran. This individual's name was Hubert Kripe. He was a World War II veteran. He had been shot down over Germany. He flew a B-24, trained on a B-17, but got saddled with a B-24. He was shot down, crashed into a lake in Germany, and spent the remainder of the war. He survived that, was rescued by the Germans, and spent the remainder of the war as in a prisoner of war camp. And Harry took me there. I got the opportunity to sit with him on his kitchen table, and he retold that story. And this gives you some insight into Harry. He took me to visit with Hubert because he knew the importance of that. So I got the opportunity to experience a part of living history through Harry. And that's a little bit about what Harry was about. And I can really not add to that. So I give credit and thanks for this organization, Goodwill, which he promoted heavily in his TV and radio programs. We thank you for naming this award after Harry. I think the use of it will be that we will remember Harry for years to come when this award is given out on an annual basis. So again, I'm going to thank you on behalf of Harry and Kathy, his support wife, for this ability to produce or give the award out. Thank you.
The recipient of this award is an organization that utilizes one of the world's most valued resources, dogs. Knowing firsthand the challenges of living with PTSD, our winner works with breeders who donate puppies into the service dog program. These dogs are then extensively trained and later matched with a veteran in need. It's not hard to imagine the impact these dogs make, as many of us have dogs that we cannot imagine living without. They are truly man's best friend. It's staggering to imagine how many lives have been saved by the unconditional love of these animals. With the motto, "Veterans will never walk alone," the winner of the 2022 Harry L. Canterbury Business or Association Patriot Award is Corey James of the Freedom Paws Service Dogs Foundation.
John had talked about 2 awards they were renaming tonight. You can see Harry was a great one through Dave's story and also John's help. The second one is just as important, the Nicholas J. Murphy Military Patriot Award. We're renaming this one. The second award to be renamed is our Military Patriot Award. This award will now be known as the Nicholas J. Murphy Military Patriot Award. Again, a young man who gave his life for others will be forever remembered by those who loved him, and there's a lot of loved ones here for Nick tonight, as well as part of this ceremony, living forever. Nick sacrificed his life on November 19th of 2016 while serving in the United States Navy and training to become a Navy SEAL. Nick and his friends and fellow sailors were enjoying a beautiful morning in Pensacola, Florida, as they walked the streets. An out-of-control vehicle struck Nick, but not before he pushed a friend out of the way, giving his life for hers. While Nick's actions that day saved a life, his heroism didn't stop there. Nick was also an organ donor and has since saved many other lives. The Military Patriot Award acknowledges an active U.S. military member who shows courage and determination while working to ensure services and support systems are in place for all veterans. Tonight's recipient epitomizes a full airman concept with her support of local veterans organizations. Her dedication to the Honor Flight program is unmatched. She tirelessly works to recruit both escorts and veterans to this wonderful program. The 2022 Nicholas J. Murphy Military Patriot Award goes to Technical Sergeant Jamie Mahan.
No no words. Just thank you. This is an honor. I love being in the military.
I can tell you right now that General Wayne A. Downing Home and Stand Down is a much stronger place today than it ever has been because of Connie Watson. The 2022 General Wayne A. Downing Award goes to Connie Watson. Hats off to Connie, and you can see why we wanted to do a little bit of things. We had great award winners tonight, guys. We really did. Led by this person right here, Connie Watson. Connie, you want to say a few words? That's her whole family. You can't see it, but her whole family's back here. Okay, what's her name?
Remy, that's my grandmother.
Come here. They can't see this. Hold that up, show them. But thank you, sponsors, donors. Once again, thank you to CAVU, Illinois Department of Veterans Affairs, and SEFCU. We are done for the evening. Thanks for coming.
With me is Corey James and Scotty Canterbury. This is the Harry Canterbury Business Association Patriot Award right here at Goodwill's Patriot Days. And Scotty, what do you think of Corey here?
I think it's a great deal, and I'm happy that my father was nominated to be a part of this award because he has done so much for the veterans over the years. And as you know, Pat, that he's been the guy that's taken a lot of care of the veterans in this area as well, and done a lot of things on TV for it.
Yeah, that's right. And Corey here just won the award because his work with dogs that help veterans, and I'll let you tell the story.
Yes, sir. My name's Corey James. I'm the CEO of Freedom Paw Service Dogs. We train service dogs for veterans and first responders that suffer from PTSD. We're so excited to actually been nominated and receive this award. I can't thank you both so much.
Well, we actually thank you for helping veterans. I mean, the veterans in this state and city need it so bad.
Sir, I might add, too, it's 100% free.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's one thing I want to make sure everyone knows. It is 100% free. It's no cost to the veteran at all. Zero charge.
And those guys really appreciate it, yes. Don kept this group excited with all the awards that they passed out. Don is the president and CEO of Goodwill.
Mr. Fish just gave me the microphone. No, it's our honor to do this awards program every year. This is the 14th annual reception of honor, and then with Stand Down on Saturday, we know it as Patriot Weekend. So, but what an honor. Pat's exactly right. We had a very good relationship with Harry Canterbury. We'll deeply miss Harry and the stories when we just went fishing. All you do is just listen. But he meant a lot to a lot of people, especially our veterans. And I knew him from fishing with Pat, but also when he saw the Veterans Home, he just lit up. But nobody in our community has done more for veterans than Harry Canterbury. So it's our honor to name the Harry Canterbury Business Association Partnership Award after Harry Canterbury. So thank you, ASO.
Hi, I'm Dave Barth with your Sportsman's Tip of the Week. Many guys and gals are cowboys at heart, and everybody likes to shoot a cowboy rifle. And today we have a few examples of some of those guns. We're going to start first with trapdoor Springfields. This is an officer's model, and it's a current production. Then we have the rifle version, and then we have the cavalry model, which is just identical just about to what Custer had at the Little Bighorn. They shoot a 45-70, they're single shot. You put the hammer on half cock, you open the loading gate, you drop your round in, close it, cock it fully, and you're ready to go. And then we jump up into lever action rifles, and These are Uberti, and they're exact copies of Winchester 73s. This is a saddle ring carbine. This is a deluxe rifle. And then Winchester started making them. They're made by Maruku, but they have the Winchester name, octagon barrel, and this is a full-size rifle. If you want something a little bigger, Winchester comes out with limited edition models. This is a Winchester 1886. Right behind that is the famous Yellow Boy carbine. It's a Winchester 66 copies made by Uberti. This is a copy of a Winchester 92 carbine. It's made by Rossi. This particular rifle is in a 44 Magnum. If you're a big John Wayne fan, they make the John Wayne rifle. This is a 4440, the large loop, just like what he carried in most of his movies. I'm Dave Barth with your Sportsman's Tip of the Week. Good shooting.
Today is our 14th annual Stand Down event. This event is for veterans who are in a situation of homelessness or in situations of at risk. And a lot of times at risk means that maybe they don't have the means or they're having hardship. And some of the things that we provide today will help them through the winter months.
In the 14 years we do it, I believe we're the only one in Illinois now that still does a stand down for our veterans. But when you look at the need of our veterans, Goodwill's common belief is the mission of how we build stuff off our stores. So we actually go out and raise money for this. We actually have spent about $30,000 worth of brand new items for coats, hats, gloves, boots. A lot of the items that you guys already have seen on the show behind me that we feel that people need to get. We have these veterans on a database, so we call them, communicate with them. We talk to the VA, we talk to all the tentacles that we have in the veterans world in the state of Illinois, and reach out to them and say, if you need help, then come here this Saturday for Stand Down. And it works out very well. My guess is the number of how many veterans came today that needed our help and support, probably around 260-ish in total. But when you look at the veterans, the staff of veterans programs, the volunteers and all the tentacles we have, it also works out very well with leadership we have to pull the 14th annual Stand Down event off.
Oh, they taking care of the veterans. You know, they got everything, food. We got checkers for our vibes, you know what I'm saying? You know, I had my blood sugar checked and I'm doing good. Yeah, for the winter gloves, everything that you need, coats, you know, dental work if you need it, you know. But I've been blessed, I still got mine. But yeah, that's just a thing that they do every year, and I always come and, you know, share time with them because they share time with us, you know.
Glenn, thank you once again for your service.
All right, you're welcome.
And not only do they have all kinds of merchandise for these veterans, they also have some pretty good food as well. And we are here with, what's your name?
Samantha Norville.
Samantha, and what are you doing here today?
I am just supporting the veterans by providing hot meals to them and all the volunteers as well.
This certainly does look and smell delicious. Tell me what's on the menu today.
So we have pulled pork and then beans that have beef in them, and then also corn with bacon and jalapenos.
Awesome. And you're a volunteer, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm sure the veterans really appreciate what you do.
Thank you.
I have a committee that I form every year before Stand Down. We start preparing for a year. I have about 35 committee members. I name a chair for each of the areas. So each of the areas has someone who's in charge of that area. And the community and partnerships and businesses and board members, everybody comes together and they ask to volunteer, and then we place them into the areas. So really, it's a collaboration. It's all those committee members really joining forces. And I even have a coordinator that just recruits volunteers for this event.
14th annual Stand Down event. You know, it seems like the older we get, the faster these go. But you know what Goodwill's known for in the community is not just Stand Down and leading in veterans. We're also the only Goodwill in the United States that actually owns and operates a veterans home, which we named after General Wayne A. Downing, who was from Peoria and graduated from Peoria High. And General Downing was made famous during Desert Storm on CNN when he was the general on TV telling everybody what was happening and going on. Just lived right up the hill here from Goodwill Commons. He was known as the soldier's soldier. But Stand Down, the veteran services and employment that we do, we're probably, of all the Goodwills, 156 in the United States, lead the way on all that with all the Goodwills. But I think when you look at all the services we do, the one that people really know us for is the camaraderie and how we've built both volunteers to service providers, to our staff, to VIPs in the community, to even back to WTVP. How we built the particular project called Stand Down. And being 14 years, we've gotten a lot better, a lot wiser in how to do this.
We have a veterans employment program that we have operated and ran since 2009. So we help not only this one day a year for winter clothing and items, but all year long with employment and helping them by removing any barriers they're facing as they're living in our communities.
Some of the things we also do in the community people don't know about is Teen Reach, middle school programs in Peoria Public Schools. We also have a world-class employment program that works with 500 businesses. We're getting ready to start an autism and employment project. That's brand new for us. And also reentry, those people that are incarcerated, they're getting out and working in the real world. They actually are now coming to us first. And those are other hidden unknowns that people don't know that Goodwill does. They know Goodwill for, hey, that's a place I shop, that's a place I donate. Because you do those two things is why we are offering all these military service projects that we do, as well as Teen Reach and the autism brand new, and the reentry program. All those things are brand new. We also ask digital skills to people increase their skills with technology, because every job in the future will have technology embedded in it. So these are things that we forget that we do, but we do them every day. And we think we do them at a world-class level.
Adventure Sports Outdoors is brought to you in part by Corsall Lumber, manufacturers of quality hardwood products, buyers of standing timber in Smithfield. Kelleher's Irish Pub and Eatery, located on Peoria's riverfront, open 11 a.m. daily. Goodwill, supporting our veterans with job placement assistance, health, housing, and resource referrals. And the General Wayne A. Downing Home for Veterans, all because you shop and donate. Our thanks to all of these sponsors.
Thank you for tuning in for Adventure Sports Outdoors. And we really want to thank Goodwill on how they take care of our veterans. And these guys take care of them very well. Now, next month, we're going to do a little hunting up in North Dakota with Andy. And you talk about a sure shot. We're going to also talk about fall fishing and equipment with fall fishing. We'll see you next month.